So I want to give you so much hope that your mental health will improve after you stop drinking alcohol. Hi there, my name is Ruby Williams, and I'm a This Naked Mind certified coach. I call myself an alcohol freedom coach. I'm so passionate about this because my life completely changed after going alcohol free. And one of my main worries was about alcohol's effect on my health and my mental health. I don't know if you're going through this, but if you are, it's not your fault. Alcohol is an addictive substance. You might be drinking more, and that's a normal thing to happen with alcohol because it's addictive. I'm going to be sharing many other videos, but this one I'm particularly focusing on alcohol's effect on mental health. There could be this chicken or egg situation where were you feeling depressed, so you drank alcohol, or did you drink alcohol and then start to feel depressed? A lot of times both were happening. Sometimes there is an event that might lead you to drink more. Oftentimes it could be maybe a death of a loved one, and that can be an accelerator event where you do not want to deal with these sad emotions and the grief. So maybe you drink more. But what happens is the blood alcohol level content, the BAC, in your bloodstream will artificially increase with the alcohol. It creates an intoxication, a euphoria feeling, that numbing feeling that you like. It only though lasts for about 20 minutes. When I was drinking, I didn't even realize this, because what happens is as your BAC, your blood alcohol content falls and lowers, you start to feel actual feelings of withdrawal. Maybe you don't even notice it, especially if you're drinking multiple glasses. I was up to 2 bottles of wine a night. That's where I was. But that took a while to get to that. But the uncomfortable feelings or the feelings of withdrawal that happen even after 1 glass starts to happen after 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And you are in this state of withdrawal and dysphoria feeling for 3 to 4 hours. So what happens is you don't want to feel this of maybe the depressive state from alcohol and these uncomfortable feelings or anxious feelings, whatever's happening in your own body. You reach for a second glass, and you're going to reach for the second glass. Usually for me, I was already thinking about the second glass while I was drinking the first glass, because I didn't want to feel these feelings. It's not conscious either. It's kind of more on a subconscious level, and you don't actually realize it. So then you reach for a third glass because you don't want to have the feelings of uncomfortable. And what happens is, at least for me, I ended up drinking until I would fall asleep. So then the actual real uncomfortableness was happening while I was asleep, which is, something that I was just avoiding, right? And then this leads into, you wake up with insomnia at like 2 or 3 in the morning. This is what happened to me. You're not getting REM sleep, that rapid eye movement, the real sleep, because during that time for your REM sleep, you're awake with insomnia, you're beating yourself up maybe, and this is a time during REM sleep is when you regulate your emotions. So REM sleep is actually critical to your mental health. Not only the other healing properties that you get when you sleep well and get your REM sleep, but for your mental health. Drinking cycle is, you're passing out, insomnia, you feel this shame, you're beating yourself up, your heart might be racing, then you're waking up exhausted. This is feeding into depression because alcohol is a depressant. Yes, you get a little bit of this euphoria for 20 minutes, but the rest is a depressant. So you start to feel hungover in the morning. You might have erratic moods. You might have brain fog. This is all going to affect your mental health. You're not making good decisions. And then alcohol releases the stress hormone, cortisol. Many people who are drinking every day or drinking heavily do have depression, anxiety, and high levels of stress. And this happened to me. I really, truly thought alcohol was making me happier. Alcohol was relieving stress. Alcohol was relieving my anxiety because that monkey mind that was happening. I thought it was slowing down my thought. It does slow down your thoughts. It does do that. But what it actually is doing in the long term if you're drinking every day or even drinking multiple times per week, you're in a constant state of higher stress, higher anxiety, and depression. It's a false belief that you're relieving your stress and anxiety and depression. It's just false. What happens though is that you get scared to stop, right? I know exactly where you might be. You're scared to stop and to feel these feelings. And maybe you think you're going to have more anxiety, more stress, and more depression. And I want to tell you, I want to give you so much hope right now that your brain does heal. Now I'm alcohol free. My stress level is almost non-existent, and I know how to handle stress. The depression I was feeling, completely gone. I'm not saying I don't have some sad days or some times where I feel a little low, but I'm going to teach you as an alcohol freedom coach also how to boost your moods. And then I have almost no anxiety. The anxiety went away too. So this alcohol-free journey is a process. It really helps to have a coach, and I would love to help you. I'd love to hear about your story, where you want to get to. And here's one little story I want to share about my stress level, anxiety, and depression. I had to take a survey at about 1 year alcohol free. My whole life, I always put on these types of surveys. This was for Kaiser, like a 9 or a 10 for anxiety. And I was always, feeling depressed and anxious. I just was able to do that survey and say, when was the last time I felt like a high stress? I couldn't even think of it. So I want to give you so much hope that your mental health will improve after you stop drinking alcohol. So this is just one more reason to go alcohol free. It is the biggest domino in my life. So many things. It was like a snowball to so many things that are good in my life now, as well as just improved health and mental health. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.